Right, right. I read a statistic on this though. I actually did some research. They said a lot of strippers who are strippers are because they was molested, they had daddy issues or abandonment issues, and they're runaway women. Though. You think any of that is true?
Um, I think some of that probably is true.
Mm,
I wouldn't say 100% definitely, but I think that a lot of that probably does contribute to probably women being able to lean towards that type of industry.
what category do you fall in that though?
I mean, I don't think that any of that made me lean towards stripping. It was literally sleep outside with my 2-year-old daughter and be homeless or get a job.
Wait, wait,
So,
wait, 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 But you did that for 12 years though. I'm pretty sure you made
yeah,
a whole lot of
then
money to get out of it
I
though.
became accustomed to it, so I continued to do it after that.
So now you're addicted to the lifestyle and the money now. Is that what it is?
I like the convenience. I don't do 9 to 5. I have had 9 to 5. Don't get me wrong. I've had 2 and 3 jobs at a time. However, I do not like somebody telling me what I can and can't do. I don't like people coming up in jobs trying to tell me this and that and the third, and then I'm supposed to be like, oh, I'm so sorry about that. No, I'm not fucking sorry. I like to be able to tell somebody to go fuck themselves if I want to. And I can do that. And I like to be able to show up when my kids have events. And I like to sleep when I just want to fucking sleep.
Mm,
And that gives me that freedom.
right, right, okay, right. How do you explain to your kids that you're a stripper?
Well, in the beginning, I just told them that I was a dancer. And then someone else decided that they were going to explain it a little bit more in depth. And other than that, I mean, that's what I said. I mean, that's what it is. I dance, and obviously I remove clothing, so that's what it is. And that's kind of pretty much how the conversation went. I mean, it is what it is.
Okay, okay, right, right. Do you feel like the work? Why do you feel like a lot of women don't want to date regular men that work 9 to 5?
What's a regular man?
That work 9 to 5. Guys who built the country, like construction workers,
Why
firemen,
do women
policemen.
want to date a man with a 9 to 5?
Well, let me finish. Let me finish. The construction workers, the policemen, the carpenters, guys who built the world, who keep the world safe, uh, roofers, electricians, guys who fix the AC in your house or my house to keep us cool and warm during the winter. Those guys. You said why would women want to date those men?
You said like normal 9 to 5. You said why wouldn't they?
Yeah, because I don't feel like they get appreciated enough with social media. They're saying they don't like a lot of 9 to 5 men.
I was not aware of that. I don't know why they wouldn't want a man who goes to work every single day and provides for his home. Why would it? Like, why wouldn't you appreciate that? Like
You
I,
dig that?
I'm sorry. Say that again.
My fault. Go ahead. You finish what I said.
No, I don't understand why they're being underappreciated. I feel like any man who's working a job, whether he's laying bricks or he's cleaning toilets, he goes, he provides for his family, he does what he's supposed to do. I don't understand why he's not being appreciated or why he is any less than some other type of man.
Right, right, right. Because social media is saying that they need a quick money. That money don't come fast enough. There are a lot of women saying that.
That quick money is not all it's cracked up to be. As quick as it comes and as quick as it goes.
What's
Stability
the
is,
crazy?
is what women in any relationship, anybody needs stability. So anybody who's consistent and stable is a valuable person to have.
Men need stability too, though. But what's the craziest thing you blew your money on, though?
The craziest thing I blew money on? Mm, I don't know. I don't think I really ever spent any money on anything crazy. I mean, dumb stuff like going out and like drinking at the bar and stuff. Like I can't think of anything that I bought that like was really extravagant that I can just be like, yeah, that. I wish I could say there was.
Mm. You said the money go by so fast from stripping. How does it blow so fast, though, when you making large amounts of it on a nightly basis, I'm assuming?
Um, well, you don't always make as much as you think you're gonna make. But typically, what happens is dancers get into this mindset, which they shouldn't get into, but it happens, and they're like, "Oh, I made all this money. I can make that the next night." Well, then the next night isn't so great. So then now that money that you made, instead of tucking some of it away, you've gone and spent it because you think that it's just gonna cycle like time after time after time. Like, no, it doesn't. Like, there are nights when you might come out negative. There are nights when you might make $50. Like, so putting money back is best, but usually they get excited. It's usually a young girl, and she's like, "Oh my god, I got all this money, and I can make more money," and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, no, you need to take your money and you need to stash it away so that you can have a cushion. But
Do a lot of guys try to wife you outside the strip club?
do they try to?
Yeah.
I mean, people do try to.
Mm. You feel like you could be with one man the rest of your life?
Do I think I could? I could be.
Uh, would you? Okay. Would you ever do poly?
I would.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting. When you say you do poly, that means basically saying one man can't satisfy you the rest of your life.
Oh, well, you said do I think that I could be with one person? I could be with one person, but I would probably prefer a poly.
Okay. Right. So if you dishing it now, that means you gotta know if you can take it.
I have no what.
I mean, if you're dishing it, that means you gotta take it.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you mean by like? You mean like in the like?
If you live that type of lifestyle, you want to be young, wild, and free, or whatever. Which I ain't got a problem with people doing. People do what they want to do, but as long as you dishing it, you gotta. Damn.
Okay, my connection or something was messed up.
Yeah,
What'd you
I
say?
said I ain't got no problem with people living young, wild, and free or whatever. But if you dishing it, you gotta make sure you can take it. You see what I'm saying? Like you gotta make
Hmm.
sure you know the consequences that come with it, though. You know.
I mean, there's consequences for everything, and I mean, I don't think that being in a poly relationship means that I'm getting any type of consequence. I mean, I'm as long as you're honest with me, open and honest, we're copacetic.
Okay. Well, no. It ain't consequences and everything. It's good and bad and everything. But this right here, this poly, or people want to do what they want to do. Be whores, hot girls, something and all. That's cool and all, but hey, there's consequences to that stuff, though. It's a lot of bad consequences of it. Nobody talks about the consequences, though.
I always think, though, you say there's good and bad consequences. That depends on who you're asking, because what's good to one person might be bad to another, what's bad to one might be good to somebody else. So,
Right. Yeah. But they know who it is. I ain't gonna get into details about the consequences of this stuff. But y'all know who it is. A girl might pull up on you, might try to fight you, shoot you, dealing with their man or
for
so-called
what?
man. Huh?
Listen, I should not be, nobody should be pulling up on me for nothing if
Oh, it happens all
this,
the time. Crime of
huh?
passion. It happens all the time. It's called a crime of passion.
I am not dealing with I will not be dealing with anybody who has somebody else who is not already informed of what is happening. I'm cool on that.
Okay. What the